All right, it's a big week for the Irish wheelchair senior men's basketball squad heading to Bulgaria for the European Championship starting this coming Monday. Delighted to be joined by Adam Drummond, who is part of the Irish squad and, of course, part of the Rebel Wheelers as well. Adam, how are you, sir?
I'm not too bad. Thanks for having me.
Thanks a million for coming on. Come here, this is a massive week.
Yeah, huge week. All right. We've had a flat out. We've been flat out all summer, mainly in August. There now, every weekend in August for Saturdays and Sundays up in Dublin. So yeah, look, we put in the work. We put in the work now, and now is this is the easy part, really. I guess. I think the hard part's been done. The hard work's been done. So this is the easy part now. We just get to go out and play. And yeah, we're feeling confident. No injuries. We only have one injury, so we're lucky in that sense. And yeah, we're looking forward to it.
So yes, the European Championships. You're looking to get promotion to the Division B. Narrowly missed out on that a couple of years back, so you'd be going all guns blazing to get that promotion this time.
Yeah, it'll be huge for us. It'll be huge for the sport as well in Ireland. I think we're probably too good to be honest with you in the last couple of years, and the players that we've been producing to be still in the sea. So I think the last two tournaments they finished third. So we're knocking on the door. The top two get promoted. So yeah, look, that's the goal. It's as simple as that. Just get promotion, and anything after that is a bonus. And anything
Mhm.
less than that will probably be a disappointment, just going off the work that we have put in. But yeah, look, I think it's just one game at a time, really. And as you said, it starts Monday, and that first one is Sweden, and that's we can't really look any further
Mm.
beyond that. They'll be probably one of the tournament favourites as well, so it'll be a good test on our first game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that was really, I suppose, kind of show you where you're at, and I suppose what level you're at, I suppose, against Sweden.
Yeah, it will, 100%. They've taken a break from international basketball really for a while. But just going off the able-bodied basketball, they're a bit of a powerhouse. They'd be a bit bigger than Ireland, so I think it'll be a good clash. To be honest with you, they have a couple of professionals playing around Europe, and as do we, like. But as I said, like it'll be the first test, and it look be kind of naive, or I'd be lying to say I'm not looking past it. But the focus has to be that first game. I know we play Finland. We have two games on our first day. We play Finland later that day, but we have a 9 o'clock tip off there, and that first one against Sweden, and that's all our focus for now.
Those double header days, are they quite tough on the body?
They have like they are. Look, it's my first tournament. But we have on weekends now, like this past weekend, we had a club team from London over to play us, and we actually played two games on the Saturday and two games on the Sunday. So we've been practicing it.
Mm.
I found it difficult to be honest with you. But I guess look, it's just about managing ourselves as well. And we've trained. I said we go over there tomorrow, and we training sessions Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I guess it's just trying to build up towards it, get used to the heat as well. But yeah, I guess it's just getting that recovery in after that first game. There's a nice gap. Like we play at 9, then we
Mm.
play at 6, so there's a bit of recovery time. But look, that's what the squad is for. We have a 10-man squad going over. It's only five players in the court at one time, so I like all 10 players will be playing in both of those games.
Yeah, I was going to say like the rotation there, managing minutes from the coaching staff is going to be vital in those double header days.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with our low pointers, like with spinal injuries and things like that, we'd probably tend to get a bit more tired than amputees. So look, we're
Mhm.
bringing three or four low pointers with us out of the 10, like so we'll be rotating in and out, and we'd be kind of banking on then the kind of the taller lads and the amputees who play kind of bigger positions. To kind of they won't have too much rotation, but I'd say they'd be well able for.
What's it like for you, Adam? I suppose like representing Ireland, and I suppose the honor that it comes, I suppose, representing your country. It must be an incredible feeling.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I would have played able body basketball growing up, and I would have been able to represent my country. I would have played in three European Championships underage. This is my first one playing wheelchair basketball, and look, I think it's brilliant. To be honest with you, it's probably the one that means the most to me. Because I kind of I have dealt with adversity, and so has absolutely everyone on the team. We've all dealt with adversity in our life, and I think just playing sport is one thing, but then kind of moving up in it and representing your country is another thing. I think it's just a credit to all of us really. That we are pushing the boundaries. We want to get into that B division.
Mm.
And it does bring us together. Like look, we all, as I said, we all face adversity, but once we go onto the court, like it's a bit of an escape really. And it is European Championships, but at the end of the day, it's just basketball. and we've been doing that for all our life, really, most of us.
Mm.
So yeah, it's an absolute honor.
Adam, talk to me, I suppose, a bit about your story and how you've gotten to this point, I guess.
Yeah, so I would have played basketball since I was 4. I would have played with Neptune my whole life, and basketball's been a big part of my life, and it's taken me all around the world. I would have played in the States and all over Europe, and I guess when my accident, when my injury happened, I think it was probably fairly natural for me to play wheelchair basketball. It actually took me about 12 months, to be honest with you, after my post injury, to actually go down to the Rebel Wheelers and play basketball. I don't know. I guess there was a bit of a mental block there.
Mm.
Uh, but when I did go down, eventually, it became second nature to me. It is a great escape, and I used it for my advantage. I didn't have any aspirations really to play on Irish teams or anything like that again. I guess the opportunity just came naturally. And I've put in the work this past couple of months now. To be honest with you,
Mm.
I've really put my foot down and taken it seriously, and I'm reaping the benefits now. But I think just being part of a team really is the most important thing, and it just gives you a bit of purpose, really. I've been a part of a team my whole life, and putting on that green jersey again is going to be a great honour. Whether it's able-bodied basketball or wheelchair basketball, I think it doesn't really matter, or any sport at all. I think just putting on that green jersey is a great honour.
And talk to me then, and I suppose, about the Rebel Wheelers. I mean, like, you guys are at the forefront of, I suppose, wheelchair basketball in this country. And just talk to me, I suppose, about the work that's being done there on a Cork level, I suppose.
Yeah, look, I think we're probably the flag bearers, to be honest with you. Success, in the league, the Irish league. But I guess we played in Europe last year. We went over to Sardinia and Italy to play in the Euro Cup, and we were the first Irish club team to ever do it. So again, just breaking down those barriers, and and pushing limits. I think the club is fantastic. I think the people who run it, Paul Ryan, Con and Jerry O'Regan, Paddy, I think they're all fantastic. They just want the best for us, to be honest with you. But then they want us to give us, a sport, and at the same time, then it's kind of, they want us to give us every opportunity we can to compete. And wheelchair basketball is a very competitive sport, and we had a lot of success there in Ireland. And then we were like, look, we'd love to do it, and it was a pipeline dream for years,
Mm.
really. When I joined 4 years ago, they were like, oh, we might do it, and it was a dream. And then fast forward 4 years later, we're over in Sardinia and Italy playing against professional teams and players. So it's unbelievable. And it's a multi-sport club as well. It's not just basketball; it's just rugby, athletics, and just the outlet that it gives people
Yeah.
and kids with disabilities is absolutely unbelievable. And we have fantastic sponsors, and CT Group and HC21 now, who are massively, massively involved with us. And they're out in Blarney, and they just give us so much, like, and just back us and back us. And yeah, I'm personally grateful for what they've given me, and the opportunities that gave me. I probably, my headspace wouldn't be where it is now, and so good where it is now, without Rebel Wheelers.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, it just shows you the strength of the club. That, like, there's four players from the Rebel Wheelers in this
Yeah,
Irish team. There's yourself, there's Conor Collin, Darragh Regan,
yeah,
Jack Quinn, and as you mentioned, Con Collin is the head coach. Alan Deneen is there as well. It just shows you the strength, I suppose, and it must be great to have such a strong Cork representation on this Irish team.
yeah. It's probably good for us, to be honest, but it's probably annoying for everyone else. But yeah, look, there's 6 of us there, like, and we do make our stamp on it. But we're lucky. We have a great team, but then we have lots of other great individuals from other clubs like Limerick and Port and there's lads from who are playing in Europe, across Europe. Like, and, there's a flavour from every area of wheelchair basketball, really. But yeah, I'd say Cork really have the biggest stamp.
It's absolutely fantastic to see. So, when you're training for something like this, Adam, when the squad is training, what's a typical training week like for you guys?
We're Tuesday, Thursday, Sundays with the Rebel Wheelers, and then with the Irish team. Then we'd be mainly weekends. We wouldn't do during the week, as I said. Like, I'm in work now, so like, fellas have jobs, and there's fellas who play professionally, but I'd say the majority of us are either in college working. So yeah, during the week it would be Tuesday, Thursdays, and then Monday, Wednesdays really would be, we kind of do our own individual training. Alan Deneen, who's our head coach for the Rebel Wheelers, actually runs a gym down in Orca Gym, and we get in with him. He's a
Mm.
PT and mad into the sports science. So look, we've great outlets there for our benefit. But yeah, look, I think the 3 days a week is kind of mandatory as a team, but then it's up to yourself then to kind of do your own individual stuff. I was lucky, I finished college and I wasn't starting work till September, so I kind of had all summer really where I was 6, 7 days a week, training kind of like a professional really, and getting taking care of the diet, and so I was lucky in that sense. But it's going to be hard now, right? When we do come back and find that balance. But look, we have great support. And there's not too much pressure either. At the end of the day, we're not professionals, and
Mm.
it is an amateur sport in Ireland, so we're here to enjoy it really.
All right, just getting back to the European Championships starting, as you mentioned, with that doubleheader this coming Monday. Have you kind of set a target for yourself, I suppose, personally, and what you want to achieve over this tournament?
Yeah, look, just to help the team win. To be honest with you, as I said, I'm a low pointer, so they're just trying to put our team in a position to win. Look, I have the basketball skills. I guess the wheelchair skills is something that I've struggled with, and something I have improved in this summer. But I guess shooting really just giving the team an option there, shooting wise, offensively, and then dig down and give them help on the defensive side as well. But look, I just want to win. To be honest with you, I wouldn't really be too worried about individual stats or anything like that, especially at this level.
Mm.
I know that it's a team game, especially in the wheelchair basketball. It's a lot more team orientated. There's a lot less one-on-one in wheelchair basketball. So just trying to help the team win, really.
Yeah, exactly. And from a team perspective, then obviously it's all about, I suppose, getting promotion. But as you mentioned, like getting a good start against Sweden is going to be key.
Absolutely. As I said, we're kind of you can look at it two ways. It's a tough game to start with, then also it's a great game to get a good test in the first one. And we had London over there on the weekend, like a club team, and they had French internationals who would be in the Paralympics, who would have played in the Paralympics there last year. Like we that level we played against this weekend probably won't be seen in this tournament. We actually probably played against a higher level this weekend and prepared, so we had that benefit. And as I said, Sweden have professionals, but so do we. And we're actually higher ranking than them in the IWBF. So I think getting a win in that first one will be huge. If we don't, look, we'll regroup and we'll go from there. It won't be the end. I think we need at least 2 wins out of the first 4 games. So
Mm.
I think that's possible. But getting a win in that first one will be huge.
Adam, pleasure talking to you today, buddy. Very,
Yeah.
very best of luck. We'll be keeping tabs on you over the course of the week. Very, very best of luck, man, from everyone here at Red FM.
Thanks very much, Rory. Thanks for having me on.